I joined this club in 1992, and the landscape was completely different. I think it was all the great ideas and all the great coaching and principles of an Anderlecht football player, but without the infrastructure. Anderlecht didn't rely on the youth as much as they do now. I was one of the first ones in a very long time to be able to break through. I got straight into the first team, performed, and they sold me for a lot of money. I think after me, the club realized it was not such a bad business model.
I'm finally here. My heart is pounding. 50,000 fans screaming. I can't get my breath. The whistle sounding.
Never told moment in this one, it's a real entry. Never told moment in this one, it's a real entry.
I think that's something that maybe fade away after a while, but it's definitely what's going to do. The key part of it is what we do. I can't emphasize enough. I think it's also something some of you guys are a little bit older, but a lot of you guys will think a little bit about the game different. You know that what is more important in this game is to make sure that, to take this way, so to overachieve. And that's the hardest part, to do it consistently. There's no way you can do it, you know. It's a thing you do every single day.
Quite so animated, everybody standing and making themselves feel the place is rocking, Andy.
If you can't enjoy this, then you should be watching football.
Everything we're going to give you, all the information we'll give you a lot more information perhaps than other teams and other clubs have got to deal with. That's who we are, that's what we want to do to this club. But all the information you get, as much as in the beginning it's a lot, it's an overload, you just use it to become better, use it to improve. And I feel like this team, again, from what I've seen, has got
Wow, this is a cracking game to watch, Clive, it really is. You know, both teams have enjoyed good spells of possession of the ball here, and it's going to be a difficult call to find out which way this one goes.
Of course I like teams.
It makes such a difference when both teams want to play good, open, attractive football. This is the stuff that the fans love to come and see.
Yeah, Jan Oblak, he's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too. And he's just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence.
My passion is scoring goals. My passion is having teams who are looking at every opportunity to score a goal. So it means every phase of the game, we have a plan, we have an idea to score a goal. I don't care if it's a defensive throw-in or a corner we're defending, we clear it, we try and get on the other end and score. I don't care whether we're building up from the goalkeeper, and I know, and I'll show you a couple of images when we go in the meeting. I know that the build-up, it's like a fetish. Everybody's saying like, oh, I want to be a build-up team. And I think, you know what, let's just put this guy in that position, this guy in that position, and score. It's not what it is. It's not enough. So I'll try and explain to you, and you'll have to just bear with me. And the moments where it's frustrating because it's a lot of meetings, it's a lot of information. Just bear with me, just for the time that we get over that hurdle where we're able to execute without thinking about it. And then we can take the things down again. It might take 3, 4, 5 months, but we'll have to get through it. So you understand why, you know, if I want to score a goal from the moment our goalkeeper has the ball, there's just certain rules we've got to respect. It's the timing when you support. It's the way you set the ball. It's the idea you have in your head. It's the movement you have in front of you to create the space or to exploit the spaces. And just bear with me with this, because I think that from what I've seen in this team, for me there's enough football in this team to do it. There is. And that's just one phase of play, but it's not just, oh guys, let's go expand and make angles. No, it's more than that. It's the tempo of the weight of your passes, it's the way you set the ball. And then when you push up again and you go forward, and there's always this thing like if you play against a deep block, hey, by the way, they're sitting deep, it's hard to score. I think we might enjoy it. You know, just if we get the right patterns, if we just work in training into combining in the right ways. And so I've tried to name every phase of the game. And as we go through at the very beginning, I'll show you a few clips of the team when I worked previously. And it was a young group. I don't think they had the quality you have. And I think that is a testament to that, you know, very young group, not the quality. And we always had this period of 2-3 months, we've got to get through that pass back. You get past it and people enjoy it. And then you start playing and you start feeling like there's a plan for everything you do. But that's the main aspect. Every phase of game, everybody switch on the meetings, switch on the pitch. Do every detail of your passing in training sessions. Every moment you lose the ball, how you react to recovery. Every challenge you go into, you know, and for experienced pros, you know, anyway, if you don't commit fully into a challenge, you get injured in that way.
Atletico Madrid!
So there's nothing we can do on the pitch. We're trying to manage the loads, trying to keep on the pitch as much as we can. We had an availability record last year of 95% of the time because the whole squad. So we had 95% of the time the ball is made on the pitch. It doesn't happen overnight, but even if you are all season pros, I'm asking you to force you because, you know, I think that you know, when you have an older team, it's not enough to force people, you convince them. All I want to convince you is to make an extra step, make the next step, you can still improve. You know, you've done many things that have been very good for you over your careers, but can we still push you? Can you still become better? I became so much better at the age of 30, you know? And then what I was saying with my personal experience as a coach, as a player, and how I can share it on to you, is, you know, of course as a player you come in and but you know that's not been, I've never been as good as the players I was playing with. I was, you know, I could play and you have to and all this time, but what I want to say is if I have one thing that I had, and that's why I think I'll fit in this place, and I think that you guys will get to know me as someone that will do well here as well for you. It's like my biggest strength, if you speak to anyone that I've played with, was what I did behind the scenes, making sure that everyone got better. I was injured for 50% of the time during the season, and just at the end I came just the last 10 games and I lifted the trophy and it looked like I had an amazing season. 50% of the season I wasn't even there. But what I was doing is in the gym when there was a guy that was down, you know, and he's like, oh, I'm not going to play anymore, trying to overthink, you know, what players do, like how the manager doesn't like it. And the key aspect of this is just lift everyone around you all the time. We have difficult times. There's no better opportunity for us to become a better group than when we go through those moments. And it happened at some point. How can you keep each other at that level where it doesn't change how you behave, your attitude, where can you still come in the morning and do what you did when it was tough? You know, and when it's tough, can you still do what you did when it was going well? You know, and if we can, and we're not robots, right? So I said to the staff as well, it's their role to influence you in that way. But at the same time, it's your role as a group to see, hey, there's a guy that's hanging on there. Just bring him with us. Keep working. And you know, you've been long enough in the game to know at the end of the season it's a totally different picture. I never started a season with a group of players that finished in the same constellation at the end of the season. It's never happened. And I'm looking to the back with all the young guys, you know, be hungry out there, respect the others. That's the key. So, we'll go straight into business. We'll go into the meeting room. I'll explain to you what we do in training. And then you get through medical screenings, testing, concussion testing, and everything that goes with it. Just do what you have to do every step of the way. And then we take a group outside on the pitch. Group 1 and 2 switch for tomorrow. Listen, no misunderstanding. There's one side of me that you haven't seen, boys. Number one, whether you play with 3, 4, 5, 6, it's my decision. And I take the responsibility if we lose and if we don't perform well. The second thing, sir, last time I talked about your attitude. Come up against my body, the attitude, that's not safe. This woman good, just like all the other one. I could have taken off from Henry to the last one. We don't let anyone complain.
Classic contest.
Today, we deserve to lose anyway. We get 1 point. 95 minutes, we just wasted time. You wasted your time, I wasted my time. It was better not to come. It was better to send the under-21s.
Koke. Ferreira Carrasco. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger.
It feels like you're building something really
And it's Koke. Koke.
Oh, this is a good game, Clive. It's very close. I'm loving it. The crowd here are really enjoying it. I'm sure the viewers at home are really absorbed by this one. It's a classic contest.
It's been a good place for us.
6 weeks.
Got a reputation as a good counter-attacking team. They need to live up to that now. All the people looking at their watches. So little in it, so little time remaining. Possibly a booking here, I would think.
Long day feel
Oh,
like
it's
a
a
week.
red card.
And
Well,
I think there was one advantage I had is that the championship is very similar to the Jupiler Pro League in Belgium,
bit obvious where the ball was
at
going.
before. So we could kind of fill in the
Atletico
gaps quite
Madrid.
quickly with the knowledge I had.
In terms of your team, what does it stand for?
I think we share something very similar with the area where we're in Burnley. It's just hard work at the very top
oh
of
my
everything.
word, he's done it!
Griezmann.
We just love the team.
Memphis Depay.
Yeah, I think a lot of the fans
That is the
before I
kind
came
of
in
goal
thought that we
you
were
simply
going to
cannot
be
put a
another
price on.
Sunderland story.
Done
or
very well to
County,
get to
and
that.
I'm
And that's
sliding
a
down the
really
league because,
instinctive stop too.
everything
Great
was geared up
reflexes to
be a
make it
perfect
happen.
catastrophe
I thought he
almost.
showed
And
class
so
there.
from the moment I came in, I felt the full support
It's
of the
there!
community
And it's
and
the
I
kind
felt a
of
lot of
goal
positivity,
you
in
simply
terms of,
cannot
okay,
put a
this
price
is
on.
a new page, a fresh page,
Saul.
and we've been backed
Ferreira
unconditionally
Carrasco.
in every moment.
Oh, he
What
stopped
would you
it!
say some of the
Top-class
similarities and the
goalkeeping!
differences are between being a player
Ronaldo.
and you as a manager?
I think as a manager, you do get
Nothing you could do to stop a goal like that. They just passed the ball round and through them. Marvellous teamwork.
They kept it for ages, Clive. A brilliant, brilliant move and a great goal.
Your sacrifice is
Who's
made
got the
when
final
you're younger,
touch there?
before you
Goal
make
kick's
it.
been given.
Then when you come to the other side of the game and you become
Koke.
a manager, it's that sacrifice all over again.
Azpilicueta.
You know, it's
Yes!
morning when you wake
Oh,
up,
how important a
until
goal can
night
that
when you
prove
go
to
to bed,
be?
and
Koke.
for what I can
He's
remember
got
from
himself
my
a
last
free
night
kick.
as well, in your dreams too, you know, so it's with you
Replaying
all
every
the time.
moment, constantly.
Yeah, all the time. And it's like, it's almost like working more like a computer where you're constantly having this kind of test game in your head where you're playing all these scenarios. But it's been a good, healthy transition for me. I've not
Kimmich.
had a massive hangover
Sané.
from ending my football career and going into something else. It's
Ronaldo.
something you have to enjoy.
Oh, this is a
and,
good game, Clive. It's
stay
very
with it.
close. I'm loving it. The crowd here are really enjoying it. I'm sure the viewers at home
You have
are really
had so
absorbed by this
many
one. It's a
amazing
classic
moments
contest.
at the Etihad.
So was it or wasn't it? Well, you be the judge, but he did look very, very willing to go down.
No doubt.
He's got it through. It's Sergio Aguero!
Define our careers. This one played a big part in where the club is today.
And obviously, in the FA
Oh, is that the one? Is that the goal? It may just be.
Cup, that trophy is special to you because it's one of the first ones you won with Manchester City.
Yeah.
Kimmich.
I think it's what made everyone believe that it's possible. And I think we broke down that barrier a little bit on that day. And from that moment onwards, you felt that every trophy
Kimmich.
that was there to play for, we felt we were happy.
Muller. Azpilicueta.
In terms of Pep, describe please
got a
just the
chance.
influence he has had on you.
It's only when I met Pep that
Kimmich.
everything started making sense, you know, the use of spaces, the discipline of
Jimenez
positions as well,
cuts
the
it
way
out.
to recover the ball, keep the ball.
Ferreira
They
Carrasco.
kind of made sense because of the way
Griezmann.
he explained it.
Oh, and how
And then I
important
just
the
went
goal
and
that
built my own
proved to be.
ideas. And
Time
I
almost
can't
up.
deny
It's
the
in.
influence
He's
he's been
done
as
it.
a
Oh, how
catalyst to
vital could that be?
being here today.
Kimmich.
It's a real chance.
think it's bigger in size.
Strong,
Yeah, it's bigger.
Physically.
It's bigger.
Do you think times?
Yeah, but because one of those centre-backs can play in midfield, it's hard to scout for that. It's hard. It just developed into that. In the end, you realise, okay, you know what? Those are maybe my 4 best players at the time, and you play them. I don't think it's the goal to have 4 centre-backs. But they're just all good footballers, which helps. They have one big advantage now is that they've got 6-7 years of just like a library of solutions that they have to come up with against different. Whereas in the beginning, it was teams hadn't adapted that much yet as well. So that one thing we had was unbelievable. It's really difficult to say.
Against his old ally and friend Vincent Kompany, Guardiola has shown that there will be newcomers arriving to try and take Manchester City's crown, but they remain the best in the land. Haaland with a very effective dispatching of his 2 goals tonight. And as he so often does, Jim, he can have a quiet game, and yet his impact can win the game.
All the greatest goal scorers have been like that over the years, Conor. Not do an awful lot, which is maybe why Guardiola was complaining about his general.
Wes, where are you? I don't need you to start running 40 meters with the ball and handle everything yourself. I'm happy for you to score the goal, and I feel, but as well, you know, I want stability and structure and guys who are dependable, no matter what the situation. You know, the highest high and the lowest low cannot be so big. Not for our main players, experienced players. The best moment, you're a top player. And guys, this place is the place where we are honest. Please do say.
Atletico Madrid.
Do say. This is the place.
If you're gonna put me out, being dependable, like what you said. Dependable, serious.
I'm happy to self-reflect. If you go and self-reflect.
100%. I don't need to make 2 or 3 months. I know, but the only thing I wanted to do is to help the team.
Alright. So once I'm gonna say this here. All these other guys, they didn't play every minute like you played.
I know.
Hold on. All these other guys didn't play every minute like you played. So towards you, in front of everyone, I have even more the right to say what I think, because every single time, you are part of the players who start every game. And you are not the only one, Wes. Trust me, it's actually not really about you. It's about us as a team, how we progress. You have to understand me as well. I try to understand you. You guys try to understand me as well, you know? I will take a bullet for you, no problem.
We will do the same for you on the pitch.
Yeah, okay, no problem. But I have to be able to say what I think in it, and I will always do so. I'm very selective. I think I listen to any advice from anyone. I really do, but you've just got to have done more thinking about it than I have. But I listen to everything. Okay, I'll give you that. And I tested it very early doors, burned my fingers, and went back. Do what you believe in.
Got a reputation as a good counter-attacking team. They need to live up to that now.
To something new.
Just
play it sensible.
really outwitted one-on-one.
And you go
Once
home,
more,
and if you win, you say, how clever was that? When we lose, it's a bad week. Long shower and a bad week. Yeah. Because you
En attaque aussi à la finition, ils sont pas assez calmes devant. Pour un Anderlecht, au plus haut le prix, au meilleur le jeu, si le résultat fait, on se bat un but. En attaquant, tu sais pas marquer les autres, c'est plus important qu'en attaquant, tu sais bien marquer.
I joined this club in 1992, and the landscape was completely different. I think it was all the great ideas and all the great coaching and principles of an Anderlecht football player, but without the infrastructure. Anderlecht didn't rely on the youth as much as they do now. I was one of the first ones in a very long time to be able to break through. I got straight into the first team. performed and they sold me for a lot of money. I think after me, the club realized it was not such a bad business model.
What it is what this group was doing.
Oh, that's great stuff. Exactly what he's all about.
He's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
Had something special going on amongst the players and amongst the staff as well.
Gets into the right position to intercept.
That's something that can maybe
Opportunity.
fade away after a while.
It's Muller.
But it's definitely what's going to be for me the key part of it.
It's never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of
link as
himself.
well some of the things some of you guys are older. I used to work with very young players.
How important a goal can that prove to
And a
be?
lot of you guys can think already about the game in a different way.
You know,
That
the
what is
goalkeeper
more
has saved
important
it.
in this game is
Will
to
he
make
score?
sure that,
Yes!
to explain it this way, so
how important a
to
goal can
overachieve,
that prove to be?
and that's the hardest part, and to do it consistently, there's no way you
Oh,
can
and
do it.
how important a goal will
It's a
that
thing
prove
we
to
do
be?
every
Time
single
almost
day,
up.
and it's a standard you set every single day, and I'm asking you, I'm demanding from you that you run these standards even higher now. Like anybody that's looking at the game in a different way,
Ronaldo.
because you know you're thinking about the
Torreira
game.
Carrasco.
Everything we're going
And it's
to give
Memphis
you, all
Depay.
the information we'll give you, and we'll give you a lot more information, perhaps than
Always vulnerable immediately after scoring. There's a chance of a break here. Penalty. It's a red card.
But also information
He was
you
on his
get,
way even before the
it's
card came out.
it's a lot, it's an overload.
There's danger there until he steps in.
To become better, easy to improve. And I feel that this team, again, from what I've seen, has got a lot of football in it, and at the same time, because, you know, the background for me as a coach is like the main things you do as a person. Of course, I like teams who are good on the ball, but everyone's seen me play as well. Like, you know, I was an aggressive player. I like aggressive teams. I understand what this team has to be strong. We have to be aggressive. We have to have intensity in our game. My thing is just like, guys, can we push the back line up? Can we do it from a position where we recover the ball quicker? But can we be in control of certain games? Can we dominate? And my passion is scoring goals. And again, I'm a defender, I know. I used to be. But my passion is scoring goals. My passion is having teams who are looking at every opportunity to score goals. It means every phase of the game, we have a plan, we have an idea to score a goal. I don't care if it's a defensive throw in or a corner we're defending, we clear it, we try and get the other to score. I don't care whether we're building up from the goalkeeper, and I know I'm going to show you a couple of images from the goalkeeper. I know that the build-up, it's like a fetish. Everybody's saying like, well, I want to be a build-up team. And I think, you know what, let's just put this guy in that position, this guy in that position, and spread out.
Nothing you can do to stop a
It's not
goal
what it
like
is.
that.
It's
They
not
just
enough.
pass the ball round
So
and through
I'll try and explain to you, and you'll have to just bear with me. And the moments where it's frustrating because it's a lot of meetings, it's a lot of information, just bear with me, just for the time that we get over that building where we're able to execute without thinking about it. And then we can take things down and bring it. Might take 3, 4, 5 months, but we'll have to get through. So you understand why, you know, if I want to score a goal from the moment our goalkeeper has the ball, it's just certain moves you've got to respect. It's the timing that you support. It's the way you set the ball. It's the idea you have in your head. It's the movement you have in front of you to create a space or to exploit spaces. And just bear with me with this, because I think that from what I've seen in this team, for me there's enough football in this team good. There is. And that's just one phase of play, but it's not just, oh guys, let's go expand and make angles down. It's more than that. It's a tempo on the way you pass, the way you set the ball. And then when you push up again and you go forward, and there's always this thing like if you play against the big basketball player, you know, they're sitting deep, it's hard to score. I think we might enjoy it. You know, just if we get the right patterns, if we just work in training into combining in the right ways. And so I've tried to name every phase of the game. And as we go through at the very beginning, I'll show you a few clips of the team where I was previously. And it was a young group. I don't think they have the quality to do that. I think that is a testament to that very young quality. We always have a period of 2-3 months and half time. You get past your result, and then you start playing, and you start feeling like there's a plan for what you can do. So that's the main aspect. switch on the pitch. Do every detail of your passing in training sessions. Every moment you lose the ball, how you react to recover it. Every challenge you go into, you know, and experience grows in any way. If you don't commit fully into a challenge, you get injured in that way.
Just got rid of that.
So there's nothing you can do on the pitch. We'll try and manage your lows, try and keep you on the pitch as much as you can. We had an availability record last year of 95% of the time across the whole squad. So we had 95% of the time the whole entire team on the pitch. It doesn't happen overnight, but even if you're old seasoned pros, I'm asking you, I'm not going to force you because I think when you have an older team, it's not enough to force people to convince them. All I want to convince you is to make an extra step, maybe the next step you can still improve. You know, you've done many things that have been very good for you over your careers, but can we still push you? Can you still become better? I became so much better at the age of 30, you know? And then what I was saying with my personal experience as a coach, as a player, and how I can share it on to you, is, you know, of course as a player you come in to prepare, but you know, that's not been, I've never been as good as the players I was playing with. I was, you know, player, you have to and all this stuff. But what I want to say is if I had one thing that I had, and that's why I think I'll fit in this place, and I think that you guys, you'll get to know me as someone that will do well here as well for you. It's like, my biggest strength is if you speak to anyone that I've played with was what I did behind the scenes, making sure that everyone got better. I was injured for 50% of the time during the season. I guess like the other players said last 10 years, and I think for sure for me, like I had an amazing season. 50% of the season I wasn't even well. But what I was doing is in the gym when it was a guy that was down, you know, it was like, I was making the players, you know, trying to hold things, you know, what things, you know, how the managers doesn't like. And the key aspect of this is just, you need to play one around you all the time, we have difficult times. There's no better. No better opportunity for us to become a better group than when we go through those moments. And it happens at some point. How can you keep each other at that level where it doesn't change how you behave, your attitude to work? Can you still come in the morning and do what you did when it was tough? You know, and when it's tough, can you still do what you did when it was going well? You know, and if we can, and we're not robots, right? So I said to the staff as well, it's their role to influence you in that way. But at the same time, it's your role as a group to see, hey, there's a guy that's hanging on there. Just bring him with us. Keep working. And you know, you've been long enough in the game to know at the end of the season it's a totally different picture. I never started a season with a group of players that finished in the same constellation at the end of the season. It's never happened. And I'm looking to the back with all the young guys. You know, be hungry out there, respect the elders. We need lads competing. Yeah. So, we'll go straight into business. We'll go into the meeting room. I'll explain to you what we do in training. And then you get
untidy challenge, free kick given.
Concussion testing and everything that goes with it. Just do what you have to do every step of the way. And then we take the group outside on the pitch. Group 1 and 2 switch for tomorrow. And then we're doing a normal schedule from Thursday onwards. Yes, lads? In the meeting room.
Listen, no misunderstanding. There's one side of me that you haven't seen, boys. Number 1, West, whether we play with 3, 4, 5, 6, it's my decision. And I take the responsibility if we lose and if we don't perform well. The second thing, sir, last time I talked about your attitude, you come off, I don't need smart, but I need the attitude. That's perfect. You were no good, just like all the other one. I could have taken off from Hendrick to the last one. Without anyone complaining. Today, we deserve to lose anyway. We can be happy with 1 point. 95 minutes, we just wasted time. You wasted your time, I wasted my time. It was better not to come. It was better to send the under-21s.
It feels like.
Seek ye first the kingdom of Yah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Hallelujah. Alright then, guys. Serious times we're living in. Don't lose your mind.